successful people think. And I believe that success itself is not some big mystery that people haven't figured out before, even though we are struggling and we're fighting and we're just trying to make it through day by day and get better and better and better. It can feel like this arduous, unknowable process, but success has been figured out. And we all know it's a mindset game. I mean, most of success is just about how we use our psychology. I remember when I was going to start my business, and I really wanted to be good at it. You know, I was trying to become an author and a speaker and do these types of videos and do some online training for people on the topics of motivation and marketing. And all these people were saying, well, Brendan, you may or may not be successful at that. You know, the run. It's a weird thing. It's not like there's a trait of successful people. You look across history, and successful people, they're not from a given background, they don't come from a specific economic stature, they're not in a position where, they're one demographic or another demographic, and it's all over. I mean, we've got thousands of collective years of history. People succeed, some people do, some people don't, and I think it more comes down to how do we manage our mind, and how do we manage our days. And I think that there's a difference between successful people and unsuccessful people in the way they particularly think about approaching something new. I think unsuccessful people, when they have a big dream and they start thinking about what's going to be required to accomplish that dream, they get very limiting in their beliefs about themselves and what's possible. And specifically, they say three types of things. The first thing they often say is, well, I don't know how to do that. So they stop. And they say, I don't have those things. So they stop. Or they say, I don't know, I'm not like those people. I'm not like that. And so they stop. But successful people have a different way. Same thing. Everybody dreams. You dream, I dream. Successful people dream. People just starting out. Everybody dreams. Everyone has a vision. Everyone, if they could just take 5 minutes today and think about their lives, we could all come up with ways to improve our lives and reach another level of success, joy, happiness, achievement, contribution, fulfillment, soul. We can all elevate. But the challenge is that the unsuccessful people, they keep stopping when they think of what they currently know, have, or are. But successful people say, well, I want to do that, but I don't know how to do that. But instead of stopping, they say, well then, my job is to go learn that. They take their current limitation and they put it on their agenda as a job to do, as a thing to figure out, a thing to make happen. Instead of saying, well, I don't have that, they say, well, then my job is to go build that. Or I'm not like that. Then they say, well, then my job is to go become more of that. Become that person who could accomplish those things. When I was starting to do online marketing for the first time, and I don't know how much of my story you know, but when I started doing online marketing, I was literally bankrupt. And I went from a place of bankruptcy to the point where I really committed to becoming successful at it. And in 18 months, I made $4.8 million, 4.6 collective. It was just a huge leap, right, in difference from bankrupt to multi-millionaire in the span of 18 months. But what made that breakthrough wasn't that I had new opportunities. It wasn't that I had new technologies. It wasn't like, wow, there's the internet now. Those things were already there. I went from this level of thinking to this level of thinking. I used to say, well, I don't know how to build a web page. So I said, agenda, figure out how to build a web page. And I spent hours and hours and hours at nights, on weekends from my job, figuring out how to do that. And I said, well, I don't have one of those lists. I don't have any subscribers. Nobody knows who I am. So I said, job, go build a list. Go get subscribers. Go add value and content out in the marketplace, and they'll come. Just keep putting stuff out there. And I also didn't say, oh my gosh, well, I have that dream. I can't have that because I'm not like that. Because I wasn't a public speaker. I didn't know how to do video. I wasn't like, well, I'm not one of those video people. Well, I'm not a public speaker. So I said, you know what? I have to go learn that art. I have to go become a better speaker, a better communicator. I have to go become more confident. I have to go become a person capable of doing these things. I have to change myself to get there. I can't wait for circumstances to change so I can have my dream. Then our dreams would never happen. We have to get to the point of maturity in our lives where we say, okay, two things are going to change my life. Something new is going to come into my life and make me lucky and blessed. And maybe I can't count on that forever. And maybe now, instead, I have to consciously design my life and say, okay, now, if I want to change, if I want my dream, something new has to come from me. I'm going to become a better person. I'm going to become a person who is more optimistic, who is more confident, who is more driven. Not because I'm that now, but because we can grow. That you can become the type of person who needs to, who you need to be to achieve your ideal life. You can start today living from your highest ideals, your highest sense of self, your strongest sense of self. You don't need permission. You don't need a guy like me to look at the video camera and say, you have now permission. But if you've been waiting for it, you have permission. It's like at some point in your life, you just say, okay, I have permission to become my best self. And by becoming your best self, you start to achieve your best things. You start to contribute better things. You start to become a better human being. You can do that now, today. So next time you're thinking about a big dream, don't think about the things that, well, I don't know how to do that. And stop. Think, I don't know how. So set it up on your calendar to go learn those things. I don't have that. Then set it up step by step to go build that. I'm not like that. Then set it up step by step to go develop those skill sets and those competencies so you can become that, and ultimately you can achieve that dream. It's there. It's waiting for you. Don't stop.
Don't stop? Okay. What else did we learn?
Set your mind.
Set your mind to it, right? Success is a mindset? Yep. So what are some of the traits of people that are successful?
Perseverance.
Perseverance, okay. Never give up, all right.
Tenacity.
Tenacity, good. What else?
Self-confidence.
Self-confidence, good. Focus. All right.
Be proactive.
Be proactive. There you go. And if you don't know how to do it, what do?
Teach yourself.
You go find out. Right? That's not an impediment. No. Do we have any impediments to our success? Do what? Do we have any impediments? Any roadblocks?
Yes. Ourselves.
Ourselves. That's our biggest impediment. Everything else we can overcome. There's speed bumps in the road. I think that's God's way of asking us if we really want it. Right? We gotta keep going. Alrighty, so let's get in small groups. Hold in small groups. Huh? We got small groups? I don't have a civics here. I think does the heat have our energy level down? Is that what it is? And that huge cake that was in therapy, is that what has our energy level? Yeah. Oh, they spread out. Okay. So I want you to get into small groups. You guys over here. Gather around me, okay? Gather around me. You guys back here? Very good.
Come on over this way.
Here we go. How many times?
Five to six. 5 to 6 in each group, okay?
5 to 6.
Twilight, Anthony, Jeremiah, you guys turn around.
Yeah, they coming over here. We got.
You guys got.
Come on, you 3. We got 6 right here.
I think you saw it. I turned around and
Listen up. Listen up.
No, instructions. Okay, so I want you to talk about what are your dreams with each other. You're going to share them with the group. And what kinds of things you need to do in order to get there. I want 2 concrete things that you want to do. Where do you want to be in the next 3 years, 5 years?
All right. What are your dreams?
That's what I was going to say. Don't wake up.
That's your dream to make more money?
Dream a dream.
So you boy, that's your dream? Start your own business. Go back to school.
Retire.
That's my dream. That's my dream, is to retire early.
Retire, man.
tired of working.
Yeah. What was the second part of that she said?
Sit on my sofa.
Where we want to to reach these dreams. When's your plan to reach your dream to make more money? Go to school. Go to school. What is your plan to pay off your mortgage? What are you working towards for that dream to pay off your mortgage? Invest some money. Find some ways. What are you working towards to start your business? Get a grant. There you go. You're working towards what? To go back to school. I know you want to go back to school. That's your dream. But what are you doing towards that? What are you working towards to do that?
Saving up a little more money.
Saving up a little bit more money. There we go.
My goal is to touch more people because when I started here, I didn't have the knowledge to socialize with the residents because I'm always behind the scenes. Since I started, more of the patients, which I always intended to do it, but didn't do it.
Right.
And they know me, but I don't know them. And so that makes a big difference. On their faces. Oh, they're sure.
Yeah, they look for you too. Yeah. Right. And the steps that I'm taking to work towards retiring early, I mean, I started a business, I work hard, I work here, and I work another job, so I have 3 jobs. And I did more investing this year I'm on target this year for some goals that, to invest more than what I did last year. And so, hopefully, if I stay on this path, I might be able to retire early. I don't know.
Go to somewhere like out of the it's cheaper.
Oh, I gotta stay for
right? Because when you go to major cities, it's expensive. Go to somewhere like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we have it. We got some goals, some dreams, and some working. Yes. All right. Listen up.
They said golden is easier than the PTA.
All right, so are you ready to share? What are some of the things you have? Yeah, come on. Okay, Eva. Kayla put you on the spot.
There are more on here. For us, it's football.
Well, one of my dreams is to be a school teacher, teach overseas.
United States approach, yes, they do. All right, very nice. Who else in this group wants to share? Clinical social worker, all right. Okay. Over here? I know you guys have a lot. Yeah. Let's hear it.
All right, Kay.
All right.
Also writing a book.
If you cater, you got plenty of us that'll sign up.
Catering, if you're catering, you already have clientele.
That's right.
All right. Stick your card out there. All right, back here, what are we doing? Financial security. Okay.
There you go.
Over here, Jason.
Yeah. Expertise.
over here?
We have dreams to be entrepreneurs. We have dreams to further education.
Okay.
We have also financial stability, paying off mortgages, and we have dreams to retire. An early retirement.
Early retirement. I know you guys all have 20-year contracts, so you know, this is it doesn't mean you can't do other things too. I'll help you do other things. All right, what else over here?
That's it for our group.
Okay, over here, huh?
All your dreams to be an RN or dialysis
A dialysis nurse. How cool.
Yeah.
Okay, over here. Dreams.
I have dreams to become a flight attendant.
A what? A flight attendant. How cool. See the world.
That is cool.
That's right.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Over here?
dreams of winning the lottery.
You have to keep buying.
Buy tickets?
Yeah.
Get hit by lottery. Alrighty, what else? What other dreams we got over here?
We got one person who's going to be a lead director.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
You want to be the rehab director?
Uh-oh.
What else? Other dreams? What else? And saving for retirement. Okay, financial security there. How about down here?
You already have ours.
We got yours up there, yeah. Up back, Kitty. You want to hear Sasha?
My dream is to make it to tomorrow.
Make it till tomorrow. Well, that's good, okay. Is tomorrow in jeopardy for you, Kitty?
Tomorrow is in jeopardy for every living soul.
See, now we get deep.
All right. So as a recap, what do we need to do in order to be successful to get to our dreams?
Do it hard. Keep on dreaming.
Keep on dreaming, that's right.
Don't wake up.
What other things can we do?
Give us more time to sleep.
Okay.
So we can dream more.
That's right. Stay in focus. It's all in your mind. It's all the mindset. The only impediment we have to your dreams are yourself. Yes.
Yeah.
All righty. Thank you, folks. Let's have a